Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and the preparation I put into today is what's going to hopefully prepare me for an emergency should I have one. I don't want to see an emergency, but I want to be ready for it. All right, so this is a Smith & Wesson. The Performance Center C.O.R.E model has a optics cut on it, so I put a Trijicon RMR on there. It does have a ported barrel as well. It's actually a match barrel here too. I've had this guy for about a year. I actually wanted to buy a race gun and shoot for competitions. And I kind of realized I was going to put all the practice into that firearm. Might be a good idea to carry it, so I did. It does have co-witness height, silencer height sights here as well. So it does co-witness with the red dot, so if for some reason that was to go out, I can still get a good sight picture on it here as well. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's the first generation, but it's a great shooter. I actually don't like that it has a ported barrel on it. The gun itself is already very, very easy to control. But what I've found is that when you're shooting from retention, like very, very close up on the gun, it does have a tendency to spray some stuff back in your face. So just a regular barrel would be what I'd prefer. All right, so I carry a NSR. This is a C4 holster. It does actually fit the optic when it's on there. So it fits nicely inside the waistband there. And I like loops. These are, in my opinion, more secure than any type of clip that's available out there. And so I like the security of that. I do carry actually a couple of flashlights. I have the Surefire Tactician, which is my, I guess what you call my fighting light if I need a light to shine on well, anybody on for that matter. And I also carry the Sidekick here too on my keys. I've got a Leatherman Skeletool, iPhone. I do always carry a spare mag, so it's in an Alien Gear little mag pouch, and then I keep a spare mag on me as well. This case has practice ammo on it, go figure. I also always carry a medical kit wherever I go to. So there's actually a Recon, the Gen 3 tourniquet from them. I've had a chance to take a couple of classes and use that thing. I like it a lot. And then also what's called the Tactical Response Pocket Vac. So it's actually another tourniquet, what's called a TK4. There's duct tape in there as well. It's staged, so there's gloves at the top. The first thing you'd want to take out if somebody is bleeding. There is a chest decompression needle in there, as well as compressed gauze too. I do have a knife on me usually at about the kind of the under the belly, about 1 or 2 o'clock position here as well. It's actually a custom made knife by James, who I work with at the USCCA. This is what I do carry every single day to protect myself, those that I love as well. So I want to be as ready as possible. I don't have any military or law enforcement background, so I'm behind the curve. I have to catch up to the knowledge that a lot of other people have. And I wanted to make sure that I wasn't behind the curve for as long as possible. I want to make sure that I'm getting those extra steps, those extra reps in, extra range visits, extra practice at home, extra classes, whenever I can get, whatever I can learn about this lifestyle, I want it. I really love being a part of the gun culture. And kind of spreading it to other people. I really appreciate the opportunities that the USCCA has given me. Really, I would say my favorite parts of the USCCA training, I mean, there's obviously the defensive shooting fundamentals, but the Bulletproof Mind by Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. I've had a chance to see him live and pay for one of his seminars. Then after that, I bought his video series, which it changes your mind, which is a really, really important thing to me. Our emergency first aid fundamentals, I think it's one of the most overlooked parts of training for the everyday American, even if you don't carry a firearm. What if you're responding to somebody's emergency? You see an accident. You get these tools that are valuable. I have 2 small kids. What if, my guns are locked up all the time, but what if they get into a kitchen knife? Those are available. What if they go through a glass window, things like that? I can help them out until those first responders get there. So I love having that capability. But then I continue to extend it. I've taken classes outside of the USCCA as well. The tactical response trifecta was probably one of the coolest things for me to take because it's 6 days of training. It's 2 days of pistol training. It's 2 days of medical training, and it's 2 days of force on force. So actually getting into scenarios, getting your feet wet, your hands dirty, and actually learning what decision works, what decision doesn't work, and then how do I have to apply that learning to my life when I'm going into any everyday activity. I'm Benjamin, and I'm a USCCA member. Please join me and 300,000 other responsibly armed Americans and join today. Click the link below, and if you do, you'll be getting a bonus package worth over $500.